For Underdog, it was a fairly routine hero's day, and he went quietly about his heroic business. He foiled a bank robbery. He rescued Sweet Polly from the nuclear robotizer of Simon Barr Sinister. And in general, he made himself useful around the world. Yet little did he know that a million miles away, across the vast reaches of intergalactic space, events were taking place which would start Underdog on one of his greatest adventures. There, on the faraway planet Zot, ruled the terrible-tempered King Clobber.
I'm surrounded by incompetence. Oh! Thunderhead!
The only one who could approach him was his daughter, the beautiful Princess Glissando, who was the apple of his eye.
How is my little pigeon egg today? Why, what's the matter, tiny one?
I want a husband.
So then you shall have a husband. But you must have the best. Where is Goggle, my prime minister?
Here, sire.
Oh, there you are. I want you to go throughout the kingdom of Zot and find the young warriors who would be suitable for my daughter.
Don't forget, they gotta be strong.
Right, the strongest. Then we'll put them all in the arena and let the best man win.
So all the finest warriors in the kingdom of Zot were rounded up and sent to the arena where they were to fight for the Princess Glissando's hand. There was Claude, Bode, Gode, Garn, Tarn, Churn, Ram, Ban, and Seymour. The best and strongest Zotzers in the land.
Let the Zotzing begin!
The winner! You're mighty Seymour!
Well, my little flower, what do you think of him?
I want a strong husband.
She's right. Goggle, search the galaxy. Search the universe. My little girl shall have the strongest there is.
And so, first the galaxy, and then the universe was searched until at last...
Sire, come quickly and bring the Princess Glissando. Look at that.
You like him, my little blossom? He is yours. Where does he live?
Well, according to this map, he lives on an unimportant planet called Earth.
Good. He'll be the husband of the fairest creature in the universe? Or Zot?
Yes, sire.
And shortly, an expedition of saucers took off, and slipping silently through the dark, star-studded vastness of space, approached the planet Earth and Underdog. Will the Zotzers' plan succeed? There is plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode.
What's going on in there, Sarge?
I'm not sure. The Colonel got a big box off the last stage, and he's been working in there ever since. One thing you can bet on, though, it's got something to do with getting rid of those Gopher Indians.
Sergeant, report at once.
Sarge reporting, sir.
Well, Sergeant, what do you think of that?
What is it, Colonel?
A new weapon. One that will finally take care of those Gopher Indians. This is a Gatling gun.
But what does it do?
It fires one shot after another, like an army of men. You just push this in and pull on this and...
No! That sure ought to take care of those Indians, all right. If it don't take care of us first.
Gun!
Uh-oh. Colonel got new kind of gun.
Bang, bang, bang.
That sound bad. You got 'em planned?
Swish splash.
We send 'em Colonel message and tell 'em where we go. Then swish, splash. Whoopie-doopie. We have fun.
Yes, Sergeant. I have it on good authority that the Indians will try to cross the river near these falls.
But there's no way we can get them from this bank, Colonel.
Of course not. But you're in the Army, Sergeant. And Regulation 6489J says, be prepared. That's why we brought along this raft. Come along. Bully, this is fine. Now you keep rowing so we won't get pulled over those falls. I'll man the Gatling gun.
But, Colonel...
Look, they're crossing up ahead. Fire!
Colonel!
Don't worry, Sergeant. I'll get them this time.
The falls, Colonel! I think maybe we were tricked, Colonel.
It won't happen again, Sergeant. Those Indians have to pass along this trail to get back to their camp. And we're going to be waiting with the Gatling gun high in this tree. Help me pull it up. Bully, the perfect spot. High above the trail.
Whistle splat.
Me understand.
Listen. Be alert, Sergeant. I think I hear them coming.
Golly, Colonel, that sounds to me like somebody sawing wood.
What did he say?
Him say, timber!
We'll use this covered wagon, Sergeant. It's an old Army trick I learned on the California Trail.
Well, how does it work?
You dress up like an old lady and drive the wagon near the Gopher camp. Naturally, they'll attack. But, I'll be hidden in the back of the wagon with the Gatling gun. Come along.
Look like old lady driving covered wagon all alone. Aha! Sergeant drive wagon and Colonel in back with big gun. What we do?
Roll. Roll.
We use big rock. Doopie, make big crash.
Any sign of them yet, Sergeant?
Not yet, Colonel.
What was that?
Sounds like thunder. Only it's...
Look out!
Well, looks like it'll take quite a spell to patch up that Gatling gun. And the Colonel, too. But I reckon he'll be all right for our next adventure. You all be with us, huh?
Really, Commander, We began in an icebreaker. But when the ship could go no further, we set out on foot. I was leading the entire party when suddenly the ice broke away, leaving me cut off from the others. With undaunted spirit, I went on fighting the elements alone. And then at last, only a few feet from the North Pole, I was confronted by savage polar bears. Ghastly. Quickly, I raised my rifle and fired. But the bitter cold froze the bullet in midair. Without hesitation, I raced the few remaining feet to the North Pole. And with amazing agility, I climbed the pole to lift myself out of reach of those ferocious jaws. I was safe. But
But how did you get back to civilization?
Well, my mighty weight, don't you know, actually broke off the North Pole. Broke it off. And with the pole in hand, I simply vaulted over the bears and landed once more back on the ship.
Commander, that's fantastic.
Great.
King Clobber sent a squad of flying saucers to bring Underdog back to Zot. The saucers are approaching Earth, and the people are alarmed. Sweet Polly Purebred, TV's top reporter, is on the scene.
And the entire world is on the verge of panic because of these mysterious flying objects from outer space. The authorities are searching for Underdog in hopes that he might be able to do something.
And where was Underdog? At that very moment, he was going about his hero's business 100 feet beneath the surface of the ocean, battling a submarine that gangsters were using to smuggle goods into the country. Underdog, you're needed. Hurry.
When help is needed, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
Look, in the sky. It's a plane. It's a void.
It's the frog.
A frog?
Not plane or bird or even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog. Now what's the trouble? Let me guess. The world is in some terrible mess.
We're being attacked.
Attacked? Attacked from where?
Lightning? Where is the one called Underdog?
If it's Underdog you seek, just turn around and take a peek.
King Clobber summons you to the planet Zot and commands that you will marry his daughter, the fair Princess Glissando. Behold your bride.
She's very striking, I agree, but marriage cannot be for me.
Look, Geisling, you can't refuse the royal command. Besides, if we don't bring you back, King Clobber will give us a Zot in the head.
What's a Zot?
You don't know what a Zot is?
No.
This.
Sorry, friend. Now on your way. There'll be no wedding bells today.
You'll be sorry.
What? You didn't bring him back? I'm surrounded by incompetence.
But he was too much for us. He's too strong.
Weaklings, get me Claude, Boat, Goat, Gon, Ton, Chain, Ram, Pam, and Seymour. Bring me this dog of an underdog.
Flying saucers are approaching again, but this time our heroic Underdog is ready for them.
Well, where is he?
We didn't bring him, Highness.
What? You the strongest man in Zot? Oh, I'm surrounded by incompetence. Now call out the army. No one can stand up against the Zot army.
What will happen when the army of Zot reaches Earth? Can Underdog stand up to this new challenge? There's excitement ahead in our next episode. The entire army of the planet Zot was flying to Earth to bring Underdog back. But Underdog was ready, and taking off, met the invading army halfway. And there, in the cold and the dark of outer space, a mighty battle took place.
Walk the dog. Mashed potatoes. Round the world.
And as usual, the speed and strength of Underdog was too much for his enemies, and the whole army fled back to the planet Zot.
A whole army, and you didn't bring him back? I'm surrounded by incompetence. Now, don't cry, my little popsicle. I will get your husband for you. Goggle! Goggle! Where's my prime minister?
Here, sire.
Goggle, you were the smartest man on the planet. Except for me. I want you to figure a way to get this dog of an underdog.
Let me think, sire. I have it. Underdog has one weakness. A certain young lady named Sweet Polly Purebred. Now, if we could capture Sweet Polly...
Brilliant. We get Sweet Polly our power, and Underdog will have to do what we say, or zot. That will be the end of Sweet Polly. See that it is done.
And so, late that night, a lone saucer hovered over the house of Sweet Polly, and... And the next morning, Shoeshine, unaware that Sweet Polly had been carried away, was busily going about his humble task when...
Ouch, ouch, ee. Oh, but look, there's a note attached. I have captured Sweet Polly, ha, 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 signed King Clobber of Zot. Excuse me, sir, I'll finish the other shoe tomorrow.
And slipping around the corner to a telephone booth, humble, lovable Shoeshine became... Underdog.
When Polly's in trouble, I am not slow, so it's hip, 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 and away I go.
Meanwhile, on the planet Zot, King Clobber had Sweet Polly helplessly tied directly under the Great Zot, a 10-ton weight hung from a thin cord.
There's no need for fear. Underdog is here.
Underdog! Underdog!
Halt! You have a choice. Either marry my daughter and live here on Zot, or I will drop the Great Zot on Sweet Polly's head. What is your choice?
What will Underdog's choice be? Will he choose to marry the princess, or will he choose to let the Great Zot fall on Sweet Polly's head? The answer lies ahead in our next episode.
You mean you want me to arrange for you to talk with Ruffled Feather and Running Board?
Exactly, Sergeant. Because I have finally found a way to get rid of them. Just read the headline of this newspaper article.
Oh, it says, Cleveland welcomes Indian.
You see? Cleveland welcomes Indians. So all I have to do is talk the Gopher Indians into going to Cleveland, where they will be welcome. and we'll be rid of them.
But begging the Colonel's pardon, this article is from the sports section. The Cleveland Indians are baseball players.
I don't care what they play, just so long as Cleveland likes them. Now arrange that talk, Sergeant. And so the Colonel met with the Gophers and told them of the beauty of Cleveland and how they would be welcomed. And they agreed to go with him and see if they liked the city. But you have to go to a hotel. You can't put up camp in the middle of Main Street.
You say Cleveland like us. Well, we like this spot. Hard, dry ground. We camp here.
All right, you wise guys. You're all under arrest. Now, just a moment, officer. I happen to be an officer in the United States Cavalry. And I happen to be an officer of the Cleveland Police Department, and you're all under arrest for disturbing the peace and blocking traffic.
Pop!
You featherbrains! You struck an officer of the law!
Get out of here.
What did he say?
Him say run for it.
A narrow escape. But luck is with us. This is the stadium for the Cleveland Indians. You're sure to be welcome here. Come along. Attention, everyone. You will be happy to know that I, Colonel Kit Coyote, have brought you some fellow Indians.
I'm giving him a phony.
What did he say?
Him say these not real Indians wear no feathers. You fakes.
What kind of characters are you? Get them, boys. They ought to be locked up.
Things are not going right at all. I must get you to a hotel.
What this place?
This? Oh, it's a nightclub where people come to dance.
There.
Wait, stop! Stop it! Twisting, you look like a pretzel.
Colonel sleeping. We go see more of city.
Wake up! Wake up!
What is it? What happened? Who are you?
I, sir, am the mayor of this city, and I have just been in touch with your commanding officer in Washington.
What?
I am to inform you that you will either have these Gopher Indians out of Cleveland in 1 hour, or you will be drummed out of the Army forever.
Oh, no.
But nice.
What did he say? What did he
Him
say?
we like Cleveland. What Colonel do for us if we go back Gopher Gulch?
Anything. Anything at all.
Time now give ruffled feather bath servant, then fix lunch, wash clothes, sweep teepee, hoe garden, plant corn.
Well, looks like the Colonel's got a peck of trouble. Y'all better be with us for our next adventure.
The great Zot, a huge 10-ton weight, hung by a thread over Sweet Polly's head, and Underdog had a difficult choice.
Well, what will it be? If you do not marry my daughter, I will cut this thread, and Zot, Sweet Polly will be...
I have no choice. It's plain to see. I'll marry Glissando. Set Polly free.
And true to his kingly word, King Clobber freed Sweet Polly and sent her back to Earth, where she soon broadcast on television. And
so, dear friends, Underdog is to stay on the planet Zot forever and marry the Princess Glissando. No more will we be able to call on him for help. No more will we see him speeding around the world, performing his heroic deeds.
at that very moment on the planet Zot, a million miles away.
Let the wedding begin. As King of Zot, I now pronounce you the dragon! Run me
Yes, it was the terrible two-headed dragon, legendary enemy of the people of Zot.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
But Underdog had never met anything quite as ferocious as the two-headed dragon of Zot.
I'm oving.
Ralph.
We're a team. Wanna fight? Come on. Teamwork, that's what counts.
I'll teach you,
Teamwork, that's what counts.
Take that, and that.
What do you know? A toughie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Teamwork, that's what counts.
Hey, Clyde, we're walking, but we're not going.
I've had enough from both of you, so here's what I intend to do.
Enough. Let's cut out.
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay, we give up. We'll be good.
And so the dragon will never bother you again.
You have saved us, Underdog.
And helped me find my own true love right under my nose all the time.
Babykins.
My He-Mans.
And so, Underdog, you can have anything you wish.
What I wish, I'll quickly say. I wish to leave Zot without delay.
So be it.
And so Underdog sped back to Earth and once again took up his job as hero of heroes.
Look, in the sky. It's a plane.
It's a bird.
It's a frog.
A frog.
Not plane or bird or even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.